you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of Saturday in Proverbs. Yeah, um, this is my favorite book of the Bible because Proverbs is the book that actually tells you how to live. It will show you life if you really sit down and read it every day. All right, you learn life from Proverbs. See, a lot of people focus on the end, but if you take care of the day, the end will take care of itself. Bernie, what's going on, brother? Thank you, man. Thank you for joining me, Bernie. Man, one day I'm gonna bless you, boy. I'm gonna be able to bless you one day, boy. I'm telling you, brother. I'm telling you. You don't know what you done stumbled onto. But one day I'm gonna bless you, brother. I call those things that be not as though they were. Okay? Now I'm telling you, brother. I'm gonna bless you. So listen. So since this is the 2nd of September, I'm gonna start with chapter 1 and read chapter 2. And then we'll pick up on next week what the date is. But since this is so close to the beginning, I'm just going to start with the beginning, do chapters 1 and 2. Okay? Because chapter 1 really got some powerful stuff in it. Listen to this. This is Proverbs, chapter 1, the beginning of knowledge. The Proverbs of Solomon, the son, the son of David, king of Israel. He wrote Proverbs. King Solomon, God came to him in a dream and said, ask of me anything that you want. And what Solomon asked was for wisdom and understanding, how to be able to lead God's people. And God told him, because that's what you asked me for. No man will be as wise as you on the face of the earth. No man will be as wise as King Solomon. Okay? So if King Solomon was the wisest man ever, and no man would be wiser, then it would seem like you would want to kind of tap into his mindset. And I'm gonna show you what wisdom and what wisdom will do for you. Verse 2, to know wisdom and instruction, to perceive the words of understanding. Verse 3, to receive the instructions of wisdom, justice, and judgment and equity. Verse 4, to give prudence to the simple, to the young man knowledge and discretion. Verse 5, a wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. Did you hear that? Listen to this, y'all. And if you go back and look at some of the stuff that's going on today, you can see this. Listen, this is verse 5. A wise man will hear and increase learning, and a man of understanding will attain wise counsel. See, a man of understanding ain't gonna represent himself. A man of understanding is going to talk to other people, to hear different opinions. That's a man of understanding. Okay? Verse 6. To understand a proverb and an enigma, the words of the wise and their riddles. Verse 7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Okay. Verse 7, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. All right. Knowledge, definition, facts, information, and skills acquired by a person through experience or education. See, you don't you don't always get knowledge out of a book. You get knowledge out of life. If you're a wise person, if you're wise, you'll get knowledge out of life, and that comes from learning from your mistakes. Okay, but if you're a fool, you'll keep making those mistakes over and over and over again. Verse 8. My son, I'm in chapter 1, y'all. This is chapter 1. I know this is the second, but I'm going to do chapter 1 and chapter 2. My son, hear the instructions of your father, and do not forsake the law of your mother. Verse 9. For they will be a graceful ornament on your head and a chain about your neck. You hear that? See, that's the important. And so many kids don't want to listen to their parents. Ain't interested in nothing their parents got to say. Listen, my son, hear the instructions of your father, and do not forsake the law. What the fuck is this? Somebody just sent me. Damn. What is this? Let's talk live on the air. I'm concerned about you exposing the man at the White House. Man, fuck you. Excuse me. Over the Bible. Man, see, that's what I'm talking about. You know, I always got something foolish. But anyway. And you probably up in here right now. For they will be a graceful ornament on your head and chains about your neck. Verse 10. My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. Verse 11. If they say, come with us, let us lie in wait to shed blood. Let us lurk secretly for the innocent without cause. Verse 12. Let us swallow them alive like shoal and whole like those who go down to the pit. Verse 13. We shall find all kinds of precious possession. We shall fill our houses with spoil. Verse 14. Cast in your lot among us, lest all of us have one purse. See, that is a red flag. Anytime somebody's coming to you, trying to get you to join them in getting something for nothing, that's a red flag. Because that's what this is. Trying to get something for nothing. Because you're sitting back scheming. That's what this is all about. And when somebody come and say, come on, man, put in, help us with this here. No, you need to avoid that. Verse 15, my son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your foot from their path. Verse 16, for their feet run to evil, and they make haste to shed blood. Verse 17, surely in vain the net is spread, in sight of any bird, but they lie in wait for their own blood. They lurk secretly for their own life. You dig one hole, you might as well dig two, because the hole you dig for somebody else is the hole you dug for you. Okay? Verse 19. So are the ways of everyone who is greedy of gain. It takes away the life of his owner. The call of wisdom. Verse 20. Wisdom call aloud outside. She raises her voice in the open squares. She cries out in the chief concourses. At the opening of the gates in the city, she speaks her words. Verse 22. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? For scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. See, let's look up. I'm gonna show you. See, I just got something from a scornful person. So let me show you. Let me show you. Let me show you something. Scorn. The feeling, the feeling of belief that someone or something is worthless or despicable. Contempt. You hear this? Listen. How long, you simple ones, will you love simplicity? For scorners delight in their scorning. They delight in that, man. They take pleasure for the feeling or belief that someone or something is worthless. You got people that it's despicable. That's what they, and see, look, I just got a message this morning. Show you. Let's talk live on the air. I'm very concerned about you exposing the man at the White House. Good job, TC, on exposing your own people. Way to go, bud. I ain't exposed my own people. I exposed some evil. You see what I'm saying? See, this is how we get the stuff screwed up. See, because, just because the person's skin is the same color as mine, don't make them good. Just because the person's ethnicity is the same as yours, don't make them good. Okay? So I expose evil. Now, verse 23. Turn at my rebuke. Surely I will pour out my spirit on you. I will make my words known to you. Because I have called, verse 24, because I have called and you refuse, I have stretched out my hand and no one regarded. Verse 25, because you disdain all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke. Let's look at this word, disdain. I know I said I was going to get me a dictionary. Disdain. The feeling that someone or something is unworthy of one's consideration or respect. The feeling that someone or something is unworthy. Listen to what the Bible says. Because you disdain all my counsel and would have none of my rebuke. Disdain, the feeling that someone or something is unworthy of consideration or respect. There are some people out here right now that feel that God is not even worthy of respect. Okay? Right now, there are people walking the face of the earth. Ain't got no respect for God. 26. I will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your terror comes. Verse 27. When your terror comes like a storm, and your destruction comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you. Man, look at that. Look at that fire out in Hawaii. You don't think this was terror like a storm? Your destruction come like a whirlwind? Okay? When distress and anguish come upon you, you ain't got time to think about praying, about asking God for forgiveness, because you're in a state of fear. Okay? The last thing you're thinking about is asking for something because you're in a state of fear. All right, listen to this. Verse 28. Wait, no, verse 27. Let's do this again. When your terror comes like a storm and your destruction comes like a whirlwind, when distress and anguish come upon you, verse 28, then they will call upon me, but I will not answer. It's too late. See, and this is the fate that a lot of Christians gonna suffer because God has been trying to talk to them, been trying to lead them, been trying to guide them, and they didn't want to listen. Okay? They didn't want to consider that because all that they lean on is the fact that their name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. And because my name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life, I can come out here and live like I want to. Because all I got to do is ask God for forgiveness. Because my name is written in the Lamb's Book of Life. Okay? But see, God is saying, wait a minute. If I've been trying to tell you, been trying to show you, been trying to correct you, and you would have none of my ways, this is what I'm going to do for you. When they call upon me, I will not answer. Verse 28. They will seek me diligently, but they will not find me. Verse 29. Let's get you out of here. Okay? Because they hated knowledge and did not choose the fear of the Lord, they will have none of my counsel and despise my every rebuke. Therefore, verse 31, therefore, they shall eat the fruit of their own way and be filled to the full with their own fancies. Verse 32, for the turning away of the simple will slay them, and the complacency of fools will destroy them. But whoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear of evil. This is what God is saying. But whoever listens to me will dwell safely and will be secure without fear of evil. Well, how is God going to talk to you? Through your intuition. That's how God going to talk to you. That's why you got to keep your heart clean, man. Okay? Because God's going to give you the desires of your heart. And if you got a lot of corruption and deceit in your heart, that same corruption and deceit that's in your heart is talking to your mind. Let me say that again. See, if your heart is full of deceit, deception, unforgiveness, vindictiveness, those are the voices that's going to be talking in your head. Because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth will speak. Let me say that again. God diggity dog. See, out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth is going to speak. So whatever you got in your heart in abundance is going to come out your mouth. It's coming out your mouth. If you're a cheater, if you're a liar, if you're a deceiver, man, everything coming out your mouth is going to be related to that. Everything coming out your mouth. Okay? But God said, whoever listens to me will dwell safely and be secure without fear of evil. Okay? That's the end of chapter 1. Let's go to chapter 2. The value of wisdom. Verse 1. My son, if you receive my words and treasure my commands within you, so that, verse 2, so that you incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understand it. What is wisdom? The proper use of knowledge. That's wisdom. All right? And understanding is how to apply it. Wisdom. Matter of fact, let me give you the definition of wisdom. I ain't gonna give you my definition. Let me give you the dictionary definition of wisdom. All right, wisdom. The quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment, the quality of being wise, the quality of having experience, knowledge, and good judgment is wisdom. All right? When you got good judgment, you ain't gonna go out here and do nothing stupid. See, when you got good judgment, you ain't gonna be vindictive. When you got good judgment, you ain't gonna be in unforgiveness when you got good judgment. Okay? Verse 3. Yes, if you cry out for discernment and lift up your voice for understanding, see, this is discernment. Um, this is what's trapping. I was just talking to a guy about this yesterday. Discernment, uh, the ability to judge well. Okay, discernment is the ability to perceive, understand, and judge things clearly, especially those that are not obvious or straightforward. Let me say that again. Discernment is the ability to perceive, understand, and judge things clearly, especially those that are not obvious or straightforward. Now, that's discernment. Let's look at judgment. Judgment. Oh, wow. Uh, hold on a second. I just saw what I was looking for. I just saw what I was looking for. Uh, doggone. It didn't come back. Okay. Judgment. The ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. Listen to this. Judgment. The ability to make considered decisions or come to sensible conclusions. Now let's go back to discernment again. Discernment. The ability to judge well. So see, and this is where a lot of the quote unquote sinners are tripping up Christians because they, oh, you can't judge me. No, I can't judge you because I don't have the ability to condemn you, but I can have discernment about what you're doing. And that's what get them offended when you can discern what they're doing. Then they want to cause you, claim that you trying to judge. I ain't trying to judge you, okay? Because I don't have the power to condemn you to nothing. Only God has that power to condemn you. But he has given me the ability to be able to know if you're doing right or wrong. Because as a Christian, if you didn't have no discernment, anybody could tell you anything. And you go whichever way the wind blows. If you didn't have no discernment. And that's what discernment gonna do. Gonna stop you from just believing anything and everything. And once again, man, when you dealing with situations like this, man, you got to have a clean heart. Cause you gonna always have voices in your head that's trying to, all right, thank you, brother. Thank you, Bernie. You always gonna have voices in your head that's trying to be the default voice. Okay? Listen, verse 4. If you seek her as silver and search for her as hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. Verse 6. For the Lord gives wisdom. From his mouth come knowledge and understanding. Verse 7. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He's a shield to those who walk uprightly. See, listen, y'all. Listen. Listen to this. Verse 7. He stores up sound wisdom for the upright. He's a shield to those who walk uprightly. Verse 8. He guards the path of justice and preserves the way of his saints. Verse 9. Then you will understand righteousness and justice, equity, and every good path. Okay? See, living a righteous lifestyle have its benefits. Listen to this. This is Psalms 91. He who dwells in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and my fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely he shall deliver you from the snare of the fowler and from the perilous pestilence. He shall cover you with his feathers, and under his wings you shall take refuge. His truth shall be your shield and buckler. You shall not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flies by day, nor for the pestilence that walks in darkness, nor for the destruction that lays waste at noonday. 1,000 may fall at your side, and 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. And listen what he said. He is a shield to those who walk uprightly. Okay? Verse 9. Then you will understand righteousness and justice and every good path. Verse 10. When wisdom enters your heart and knowledge is pleasant to your soul, discretion will preserve you. Understanding will keep you. Wait a minute. Let's look up discretion. Discretion. The quality of behaving or speaking in such a way as to avoid causing offense or revealing private information. And see, and so many people right now, especially, get on social media, man, and tell everything. Man, some things ain't to be told. Some things you need to keep to yourself. That's something, because see, people will always take information they have on you and use it against you. And it's stuff that you told them. Okay? Verse 12. To deliver you from the way of evil, from the man who speaks perverse things. 13. From those who lead the path of uprightness, to walk in the way of darkness. 14. Who rejoice in doing evil and delight in the perversity of the wicked. Verse 15. Whose ways are crooked and who are devious in their paths. Verse 16. To deliver you from the immoral woman, from the seductress who flatters with her words. Man, see, the Bible say, man, that seductress is smoother than oil. And you don't know none of her ways. And see, for all these guys out here thinking that, they can run game on a woman, man, you sadly mistaken. You can't run no game on no woman, man. Because when you sleep, she's sitting up thinking. She always 2 steps ahead of you. Why? Because she's the incubator. See, women are incubators. If you want something to grow, what you do? Give it to a woman. You want to make some babies? Plant it in a woman. You want to continue life? Look how valuable that woman is. That's the vessel that actually replenished the earth. That woman is the vessel that replenishes the earth. Okay? Everything you can't have no reproduction if it don't come from no woman. Verse 17. Who forsakes the companion of her youth and forgets the covenant of her God. Verse 18. For her house leads down to death, and her path to the dead. Verse 19. None who go to her return, nor do they regain paths of life. Verse 20. So you may walk in the way of goodness and keep to the path of righteousness. Verse 21. For the upright will dwell in the land, and the blameless will remain in it. But the wicked will be cut off from the earth, and the unfaithful will be uprooted from it. Man, let me tell you something. See, I keep telling y'all, this is boiling down to good versus evil. Man, I just looked at my hand and saw how my wife did my nails. That woman is close. She close. She close. I just looked and said, damn, boy, my wife really did my nails good. I just looked at my hands and said, damn. look how good her nails, she did your nails. What's going on, gamer? She close. Wow. But no, seriously, man. Yeah, I'm doing fine, gamer. Doing fine. So this is where we are, man. If thank you, man. Thank you, gamer. Life is about how your relationship with others is life. That's your relationship with others is life. And you either gonna have a good relationship with people or you're gonna have a bad relationship with people. And it all has to come down to your integrity as to what kind of relationship you now are gonna have with people. And people don't want to consider how important their integrity is. I keep telling y'all, man, this is about good versus evil, y'all. They got us fighting each other, these race wars, but man, this is good versus evil. And good people are gonna have to start waking up to other good people. And if we don't, ain't nothing gonna change. And this is the problem right now. See, good people are afraid of other good people. Because there's so much deception. There's so much deceit going on. There's so much manipulation that's going on right now that good people would rather sit on the sidelines and watch than get involved. See, this is why everything is out of control, because good people, you gonna tell me good black folk can't recognize good white folk? Good white folk can't recognize good Hispanic folk? Good Hispanic folk can't recognize good Asian folk? Okay? See, good people right now don't know how to recognize other good people. Why? Because they got too many other voices that they're listening to. See, The Bible say, my sheep know my voice. See, if you're a good person, you ain't got to walk up and ask somebody if they believe in God. All you got to do is listen to them. And it'll tell you. And see, most of y'all don't trust your judgment. God, dog, that's it. Now, most of y'all don't trust your judgment. Your spirit of discernment. See, your spirit of discernment is going to tell you, no, that's the right thing to do, or that's the wrong thing to do. That's judgment. Okay? That's judgment. When you know the right thing to do, the wrong thing to do. Okay? But you can also be condemned. When God judges you, He going to condemn you. Okay? When God judges you, man can't condemn you. Man can only separate you from good from bad with his judgment. He can separate you, but he can't judge you. Only God can judge you. And see, and people act like you're not supposed to be able to discern between good versus evil. And this is the problem right now. Too many good people. Man, do you realize that my message, stop hating each other because you disagree? I started with that 4 years ago. I started with that message 4 years ago. Stop hating each other because you disagree. And here, 4 years later, is just as relevant as it was when I started 4 years ago. Matter of fact, it's even more relevant today than it was 4 years ago. Because now people are coming into the consciousness of it. Okay? All right? So that's my Saturday in Proverbs today. Um, that's my favorite book, man, because it'll show you life. It'll show you how to live. And when you start practicing, so like the guy that stole my money, when I went to sleep, I mean that messed me up. That messed me up. And and this was the scripture. This is Proverbs chapter 19, verse 11. The discretion of a man makes him slow to anger, and his glory is to overlook a transgression. Man, that night when I went, that's all the scripture that was in my head. Man, let that guy go. Let him go. Don't mess with him. Overlook that. And that was on a Tuesday when he stole my money. Wednesday, he didn't come back. Thursday, he did. And when I first got there, man, Secret Service, I hadn't even got the chance to start setting up. And the guy on the bicycle pulled up and he said, Don, the guy that stole your money is right up there by the gate. You want to press charges? I said, for real? He said, yeah, he's right up there by the gate. I said, man, if that dude that's stupid, that he gonna come back, I ain't wasting my time with him. I'm not gonna waste my time with him. And what I did was I put him on blast. When he came and started walking down, I told him, man, that's a thief right there. Don't turn your back on him. He's a thief. And he had the nerve to go down and stand in the middle of the street. I said, there he is right there, y'all. That guy with the black pants on and the red stripe down the side, he's a thief. Okay? Don't turn your back on him. And somebody got the nerve to talk about, I'm calling my own man. I call out bad. I call out evil. Just because it looked like me? Damn. And see, and that's what's wrong. See, good people, just because somebody might look like them, are compromising. That's the problem right there. Damn, that's the problem right there. See, good people, just because somebody look like them, are compromising. See, they ain't standing in their integrity. And that's what they're doing. They're compromising, making excuses. They're dividing us on purpose to keep us afraid of each other, y'all. And good people, Christians, need to come together. Good people need to come together. Okay? All right? And if good people can come together. See, I told y'all, if America is the eagle, why is the left wing trying to destroy the right wing and the right wing trying to destroy the left wing? If America is the eagle. Think about that, y'all. We got the right wing trying to destroy the left wing and the left wing trying to destroy the right wing. What good is that bird? What bird you know can fly with one wing? And that shows you the importance of being able to work together. And this is what we need to be demanding the people that's going to represent us, regardless to what their differences are. They got to be committed to working together. And right now, we don't have people committed to working together. Because when you start working together, see, you got to put down your barriers. You understand? You got that facade you got in front of you. You got to dismiss that when you start working together to sit down and talk to each other. And right now, people don't want to sit down and talk to each other. They talking at each other with this hatred, this violence, this vindictiveness, but they ain't talking to each other. And in the meantime, classic example is right down there in Tennessee. All right? They fighting like the Democrats and Republicans are fighting, and watch Tennessee gonna tank. Cause ain't nobody paying attention to the state because they too busy fighting each other. See, and this and that can go for a minute. And nobody's paying attention to America because they too Americans are too busy fighting each other. And in the meantime, the rich is still getting richer off all your hate and your vindictiveness and your unforgiveness is still making the rich richer. See, I could see if your hatred, if your dislike gave you an advantage at the grocery store, but it doesn't. Does your hatred give you an advantage at the gas pump or in the pharmacy? No, it doesn't. So why you holding on to it? What's the benefit of it? If you ain't getting nothing from it, why are you holding on to it? And see, and this is what people got to realize. Now, if that stuff ain't benefiting you, let it go. Let me say that again. If it ain't benefiting you, let it go. Good people need to stop being afraid of other good people. And this is the problem, y'all. Good people are afraid of other good people. And see, and they'll take one bad person and tarnish the whole group with one bad person. Okay? And this is the problem. See, they'll take one bad experience and then they'll just whitewash everything with that one bad experience. And that's because we're lazy. Because we don't want to take the time to sit down and see, when God comes back, he's separating the good from evil. See, when God comes back, God is separating the good from the evil. Why ain't man trying to do the same? Why is it that evil can hide out so conveniently among good people? Why is that? Why evil people have can have so many favorable hiding places among good folk? Evil people can hide among good people. And good people can't know the difference. And that got to tell you, man, there's a lot missing. A lot of people aren't being taught, man. A lot of people just going along to get along and not really paying attention. And unfortunately, anybody that's trying to say this, they ain't gonna give them a chance because they're scared. They're scared. People are scared to give good a chance. They're afraid to let good succeed. And sometimes that's one of the discouraging things I run into at the White House. Can't nobody see, man, the good I'm trying to do down here. And all I get is demonized for trying to do good. Because, see, that's what evil is going to do. Evil is going to demonize somebody that's trying to do good to keep the confusion. See, that's why they always want to come at you with you know, you turning against your own people. No, I ain't turning against nobody. I turn against evil. That's who I expose evil. That wasn't my people. My people wouldn't do nothing like that. That's evil. You see, I don't care what color you are. If you do something evil, you evil. And this is what we need to get back to. Man, forget this color. Let's go with good versus evil, man. All right? All right, y'all. Man, thank you for joining me. I'll see y'all, Sean. See, I ain't got nothing. I got up this morning and took me a shower, okay, and put my clothes on. I ain't put no pants on. I'm sitting here in my underwear. I'm sitting here in my underwear with this here. I ain't got no pants on. I ain't got no pants. Man, I'm on, because this all y'all gonna see. What I need to put pants on? I'm gonna take this shirt and this vest off and this tie, and I'm gonna jump right back in that bed because I ain't do nothing on Saturday, man. Today is a beautiful day. I need to go out and get my feet in some grass. Connect with the earth. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna change clothes, go out here, take my Bible, and go and sit out under a tree, take my shoes off, and let my feet, you know, connect with the earth. That's what I'm going to do because this new moon that just passed, ain't gonna be another one like that until 2037. That's the kind of energy that's in the earth realm now, man. That new moon that just passed yesterday or 2 days ago, ain't gonna be another one until 2037. So that tells you right there, man, there's a new alignment among the stars. And keep telling y'all, you know, and see a lot of your desires and a lot of stuff that you thinking, whether it's good or it's bad, that's what's gonna be magnified back to you. If you're a positive person, man, positive is gonna be magnified back to you. If you're a negative person, negative is gonna be manifested back to you. It's just that simple. And see, unfortunately, the people out here doing the negative don't believe that karma exists. They think they can get away with this forever. All right? So anyway, man, thank y'all for joining me. Okay? And I'll see you later.